the government's tyranny makes it almost impossible for the people to have a voice, to voice their complaints.
I would not say I think of them unfavorably. I think their politics is different from the people itself. Even if their leader makes decisions the people don't back, I think it doesn't mean that the people are making those decisions indirectly.
I think there's a difference between the Chinese government and the Chinese people, and not enough people make that differentiation. So while I don't always agree with things that the Chinese government does, I don't think that means that the U.S. should cut all ties with the Chinese people, Chinese academia, Chinese culture. I think leaders should always have term limits. I'm a big fan of the U.S. system of, 8 years maximum. There's no one person who will be the right leader for over a decade as times change and views change, and people deserve to have experienced different leadership styles and see what it's like to be under a different leader.
I think President Ping does a strong job with his country. I think he has goals that he wants to meet, and he has things he wants to get done for his people and what he thinks is the best outlook for his people. But we as Americans might not agree because we have a different culture and a different outlook on life with our Western values, and their Eastern values are very, I guess, different from ours.
I don't feel like, this person has really that much foresight on how to be able to rule or help a group of people like the Chinese population.
Yeah, he's not the leader I would pick if I were a Chinese citizen.
Definitely Taiwan concerns me as an American, but that's also through the media and what I'm being fed. So I also think human rights is a big issue for me. I know that a lot of my college friends have been through things, and I've heard a lot of things that I won't go into, but I think human rights and definitely letting your people speak are extremely important.
I don't agree with their control over women's reproductive rights, and I don't agree with a lot of different things that the government probably stands for.
I'm definitely concerned about the treatment of Uyghurs and ethnic minorities in China, the restrictions on what social media websites people can use. When I lived in China, I had to use a VPN to access my school email account because it was a Gmail, because I was studying abroad from a U.S. institution in China, and so I couldn't even contact my U.S. institution with the Chinese government restrictions on the internet.